Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I was right and I don't think it was hard. It was hard but not hard to figure things out. And that is France, Germany, and many others, Finland, Czech Republic and many other countries, including now the United States of America, allow the Ukrainians to use their weapons to strike Russia proper. Russian territory, not the one where the conflict is, Russia proper. Well, I don't think this is a surprise, at least for me. I said this for some time already. These guys will go all the way. These guys being the imbeciles in the West. They will go all the way and the Russians will react eventually with nuclear weapons. This is a little prediction. Putin said it, Medvedev just said it, and these guys are pushing it. Viktor Orban of Hungary just said that NATO every week moves closer to war. Do you want to be at war with Russia? For Ukraine? Do you know what the war is? You're not going to have your life as you have it right now. Missiles can fall in your kindergartens, can fall in your schools. God forbid, but that's war. Nuclear weapons can be dropped and wipe cities on all sides. Is this what we should do for Ukraine? Or not for Ukraine, for those guys who want to actually steal Russia's resources and control China? Do you want your children, husband, brothers, sisters, mothers, do that? You want to be involved in that? I don't want. I tell you what I want. I want one government, which preferably the United States of America government, to get its intelligence services and security services, make a list and go and knock at some doors, kick the door in and get these guys and put him in front of the television on trial. You know who those guys are? The profiteers. The profiteer. And the guys who think that they will be A-okay, we'll see who's going to crack first. I can't say too much. Now, I have about, 10 articles here to show you how these guys decided not to poke the Russian bear, to jump on the Russian bear, and they expect the Russian bear just to bluff. I read yesterday an article about an imbecile, Adam Kinzinger, first imbecile, former House of Representative of the US Congress. The guy is, I watched him for some time, the guy who cried and then he was so attached. Now, he said that Russia is bluffing with its nuclear threats. Would you take a chance? So he said, go on, Kinzinger. Go on. Russia is just bluffing. Would you continue? What if they're not bluffing? Oh, Adam tells us Russia is. So let me read you a few articles. The first one comes from the Telegraph. It is from May 30th, 2024. Moscow, and I'm quoting, should consider nuclear explosion to warn West. Ukraine says the latest. Yeah, I think that's probably discussed. That's an option for the Russians. What are you going to do? Are you going to hit them with nuclear weapons and they're going to hit you with nuclear weapons? And then where does that end? Don't give me anything religious here, because I don't want to hear that. I mean, you can, but today we bring you the latest updates. Okay, good for you. Good for you. So let's see what's going on here in the next article. CNN. France and Germany say Ukraine should be able to use their weapons to strike inside Russia. Okay, but that means the Russians should be able to use their weapons to hit France and Germany directly. 9, no, da, in self-defense. All right, now, do I think that the Ukrainians have the right to strike targets in Russia? Yes, I think they definitely can do that. Why? Because the Russians are hitting targets in Ukraine. The Ukrainians should not be. Now, if you provide my enemy with weapons to kill me, you are my enemy already. So that's Russia. Escalation, escalation. And they're going to go all the way. Why? Look at the trend. Look at the mountain slope model. They start little and they ended up sending F-16s soon. They're over there, they train, they send tanks, they have troops over there, advisors and special. They are in charge of the operations and the command centers, the intelligence. They're fighting straight with these guys, but they don't want to be called actively involved because they don't want to be hurt. They're pussy hurts. So they will know, we want to be able to hurt you through the Ukrainian population that's going to be exterminated, unfortunately, by the war. But you can't hit us. Well, guess what? The Russians will get to that point, and they will be pushed as victims by your imbecile and our imbecile leaders. France and Germany said Tuesday that Ukraine should be allowed to use their weapons against targets inside Russia from which Moscow attacks Ukraine. Okay, it says here, speaking at the news conference alongside German Chancellor Olaf Scholz on Tuesday, French President Emmanuel Macron outlined that French weapons sent to Ukraine, including long-range missiles, were permitted to target bases inside Russia. All right, next one. Politico. Biden, which I don't think it's Biden, not secretly, I knew that already, gave Ukraine permission to strike inside Russia with US weapons. This is from the 30th of May. So, secretly. Yesterday, today is the 31st, yesterday I covered an article where they said that Biden is leaning towards or is moving towards agreeing. He secretly gave. I think that happened. Why? Remember the Ukrainians blew up that airplane with, the Russians say, with Ukrainian prisoners that were about to change in Belgorod and exchange prisoners for prisoners. They hit it with a Patriot system. That's American made. Belgorod is a Russian oblast. Russia, not in between. All right. So they already did it. What are you talking about? So we knew, they knew. It's just that now they let us know after they tenderized us. That's how it is. They want to put a steak on the grill and eat it. But before they do that, what do? They have to go and kill the beef, cut the shit, put over there, marinate it, heat it, put all the seasoning, marinate, let it sit a little bit, turn the grill off or whatever you make it on, put it on, and all that process is for the baboons to get accustomed with the idea that yes, we will hit the Russians with our weapons. I don't think the Patriot systems are operated by the Ukrainians. I don't believe that a shit or a HIMARS. The Ukrainians can't even look at them. Why? The Romanians who are in NATO were not allowed to even look at the Americans' air defense systems when they were deployed in Romania and Poland. Remember, they're operated by the Americans. The Romanians were just, mopping the floor, cleaning the windows, and all that. Let's move on. No surprise here. Fox News, Biden administration green lights Ukraine's use of American weapons to strike inside Russia. This is from May 31st, 2024. Yeah, okay, we knew that. Next one. The war zone. Ukraine can now use US supplied weapons to strike inside Russia. They could before, or we could before. It's just that now they let us know, the baboons know, because the baboons are not restless anymore. You just get them used a little bit with all that, and then they're not restless. What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. You're just going to drop a few atomic bombs on those Ukrainians, not on you. Take it easy. Go and smoke your joint, drink your beer, watch a stupid game on the TV where other the athletes are athletes. The women can watch their stupid View and other garbage shows. Go and watch Jon Stewart and the other guy of the same kind. What the fuck is his name? Pick and choose. There are too many over there. Next one. Ukrinform. US gives Ukraine permission to strike targets in Russia, but is unclear how far. I tell you. How far they want. Now, how far? We don't want to upset the Russians. The same technique over and over. We don't want to escalate anything, okay? Just a little bit. How far they want. And they will hit how far they want. Again, they have to prepare the baboons with the idea that one day they might hit, let's say, Moscow, which You know, they're going to say that those were Ukrainian drones and domestically made Ukrainian weapons. All right, move on. But if it's so, who would stop the Ukrainians receiving the Taurus missiles, long-range missiles from Germany, if they're allowed? They will receive them. They will receive them. Next one, Reuters, May 31st, 2024. NATO getting closer to war every week. Hungary's Prime Minister Orban says. That's what it is. Next article. Here, Russia's, this comes from Reuters, is from 4 hours ago, today on the May 31st. Russia's Medvedev says Moscow's nuclear threats over Ukraine are no bluff. Wait, Kinzinger Adam said they're bluffing. So go and continue your, okay? Just do it. Just do it. So what do you think, my friends? If you know the dynamics, if you know the psychology of masses or the individuals, you could pretty accurately identify someone's future behavior, decisions. They don't even bother to change the script. They use the same script. It's like a football manager or soccer manager would apply the same tactic against each and every opponent it faces. I think it's going to work the first game. The second one is not going to work as well or at all. Why? The other guys know it. Either caught wind of it, they understand it. The baboons have a 3 minute attention span. So yeah, you have to repeat over and over. They're the best. They are the most virtuous guys. They have the freedom. This is the free world. The other guys are the bad guys, and that's it. And with that, that's just the foundation, the base. And then you give different flavors, you know, a little bit of a more yellow pea, and then a little bit more diluted pea, and all that. And they will drink it. They will drink it. Why? Because the authority figure tells them so. They're so dumb. They are. You don't believe me? There's a problem if you don't believe me. And if you don't believe me, either you have to go and rub shoulders with them, or maybe, I don't know, open some books, or maybe listen to some other people or something, not to me, but be skeptical. Be skeptical. Always. What I say, what everybody else says, you know, but enhance your knowledge. Don't be skeptical like an imbecile, like a nihilistic guy. Oh, no. Based on what? I don't know, but no. Okay. All right. So here is, my friends, we're moving towards that Third World War fast. And the Russians will hit targets in NATO, and NATO will claim victim. We've been attacked, see baboons? We told you these are bad people, and history starts not in a chronological way. It's going to start when these guys feel comfortable to tell you the story. Like, for instance, Ukraine, they don't start in 2014, or they don't start in, let's say, 2008 in a summit, NATO summit in Bucharest. No. They're going to start in, I don't know, February 24th, 2022. That's where history starts. That's year zero. And we don't have a common era and a, no, before common era. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. See? Look for the truth and be just.